Well, good evening, everyone. Let's see, Janice, Emily, JJ, Angel, or Angela, Ashley, Becky, hello, Brenda, Carla, Emily, good evening, Tammy, good evening, Ashley, Root. My cards ate or bit the dust. I am late because of I just spilled my soda and all over my deck of cards that I always use. So I'm not used to this. Oh, I don't even have it plugged in. Can you guys hear me okay tonight without it being plugged? Yes, okay. I had it plugged in between the session, between the feeds. I'm taking it off, it's hot. In between the feeds, I ran to go take a break real quick and I forgot it. I forgot I had it on and I took off and I dumped my drink all over everything and I pulled the camera and the tripod down and it's okay. I got it and hopefully my cards will be okay. I got them spread out, wiped them down. So good evening everybody. Good evening. Oh, my wrenches. I have Damn It Girl, Latanya. Hello, sweetheart. I passed out, Latanya, last night on you. I'm sorry. Hello, Brenda. Let's see. Hello. Everybody, if I've missed you, I apologize. Emily, Angela, Tammy. Lola says hi back, Emily. Stephen, good evening. Joy, Alicia, Dee Dee. Carla, good evening. Lucia, Alicia. Oh, good. You could hear. Okay, it sounds okay. And I don't need to holler, I guess. It's not as loud in here as it is the other one. Kiki, good evening. Megan, Sienna. Let's see. Fonda, thank you. Amy, Belinda. Let's see. You really had to go. I did. Let's see, Amy. Good evening. Good evening. Oh, Michael's coming home tonight. Keep him in your prayers. He's traveling. He's hitting rain. I think up 95 coming home. He's probably about 4.5 hours away to stop to get gas. I also just talked to him too. Amanda. Good evening. Tammy. Lisa. Good evening. I want everybody to thank you, Janice. You as rock. Thank you for the prayers for him. Have a safe trip home. Okay, so I would like to tell you to please welcome Latanya, Damn It Girl Moore. Also, Brenda White. And I'm not sure if our other two are here yet, but when they come in, but please welcome them, please respect them. They are my anchor for the live feed. They keep us going smooth. And with that, they do give you directions as we're needed, and it keeps everything going smoothly. So with that being said, welcome everyone. Good evening, Marlu. Thank you for the prayers for him. Let me see, I just saw something. Okay. Kelsey, Northern Kells, I'm in the city with friends. Anxiety is getting to me, feeling sick, but I'm doing good. Loving it. Good. That's the way you have to do. You're going to do fine. You need to get out like this. I'm glad you went. Enjoy it, sweetheart. Enjoy it. Okay, so tonight, Carla said, tonight I ordered steak, hoagie, and staring at me was 18. The bread made a 1. The onions were shaped into an 8. 18 is a lucky number you said of mine. There you go, Carla. There you go. All right. Now, my deck of cards, like I said, they're wet. I can't use them. I'm hoping I can wipe them off. If not, I will get me another deck over the weekend. But so, with this being said, I am answering I'm answering your questions psychically, intuitively, psychically, however you want to call it. So instead of numbers, I ask that you ask a direct question. As I'm drawn to you, I will answer. Be more than happy. Want to use mine? Sure, I would love to use yours. She's got some beautiful ones. And I've got others in there, but I don't want to go in there and get them. So this is good. Answering direct questions psychically. Damn it, girl, you have, what do you have? Medicine, animal medicine cards? I can't remember the name. TC Joseph. Will my work environment improve? I think I answered that the other day, didn't I? Or I felt you asking it. Honestly, unless you step in and say something, I don't feel like it will. I feel like you have to say something for it to change. All right. Did I answer you, or I felt it on you, something about your job, but I feel like you're going to have to actually say something for it to change. Seriously, something's going on, and until you step up and say, hey, look, I need things changed, you may just have to leave. And I know you don't want to hear that, but I feel like something has to be done, and it's up to you to do that. All right. Christine Healy, move soon, home soon. I feel like you will, as long as you put it into action. I feel like there's something holding you back that you need to take care of. But if you put it into action, once you do whatever it is, I feel like within a couple of months. Now, that might not seem soon to you, but that's what I feel. All right. This is for, hello, Doreen. This is Doreen Bridges. Do you think I will get my loan? Yeah, I do. You might have to come up with some other kind of something else that you need for them. You know, when you know how I say get all your ducks in a row. I feel like you may have to come up with something else for them unless you just did. I just feel like they're going to ask for more information, something else, and then I feel like they will. I wish you luck, sweetheart. Okay. All right. All right, Sienna, your financial issues. I don't feel like they're going to resolve completely, but things will get better eventually. Yes, as long as you watch. I feel like somebody in the household spends too much money, or possibly, and if I'm wrong, you can tell me. I don't care. This is what I feel. I feel like somebody uses a card too freely, and this is what puts you in a rut. All right, and that's going to have to be controlled, because no matter how hard you try to get out of it, if you keep going further in debt by reaching out and using more, and I might be wrong, but I feel that. Shannon Marie. Yeah, honey. Yes, you will. You have to be open for it. All right. I feel like you're having a hard time just opening your heart up again. You say you're trying, or you tell yourself you're trying, but I feel like in all actuality, you're having a hard time just saying okay and opening your heart up again. And once you do, then yes. And I honestly feel like, and this, I don't know where this fits in your life, if this even appeals to you at this time, but I see, and that's why I had to think and I grinned. The man I see coming in, he's got like olive skin. It could be a good tan, it could be olive, but I see like olive skin, big dark eyes, okay, big dark eyes. So and rather tall. But I do see it. Yes, honey. All right. I don't know if y'all heard that. It was my alarm. Okay. Misa Goforth is my place of work where I need to be. I feel like it is. I feel like you're on the right path. Yes, most definitely. Deborah Hancock. Deborah, I feel like besides the issues, I feel like you two butt heads. But besides that, I feel like there's a good possibility. And this kind of sounds bad, but we all get into a rut. Things kind of get stale. So if you feel like that's part of what's going on, I felt some of the soda I spilled. Um, I'm wiping it with my foot with a paper towel. Excuse me. Anyway, if that's part of the issue that you should feel, which I feel like it is, then you need to do something to spice it up, possibly. And when I say spice, possibly, no matter what your age is, okay, Deborah, no matter what your age is, I feel like having a date night. I feel like either that or something like this, special nights, maybe once a week, maybe once every week. But there's issues you need to straighten up or talk out and really talk them out. And it might be a good idea for the both of you to, you say, hey, look, let's write down things, and then sit and talk. And when I say talk, I mean talk. Don't let it get heated. And if I'm off on this, you tell me. All right, we're going to try another one here. Janet. Okay, yes, I did, and I remember it. Now, this is what, June? The end of the year is not here yet. And this is all a part of the course. That doesn't mean you won't get together. You need to work on it. And if he's blocked you, you keep thinking positive thoughts. I'm going to stand on what I said to you because I feel it. All right? And that's it. I do. I truly feel you will, whether he's continuing it or not. I feel like something's going to evolve where you will get back together. And I do feel like he is your soulmate, period. So you either can go with being positive about it happening, go about your business, being you're blocked, and let it evolve and see how you come together. And that's what I would do. That's what I would do. But, especially if he's blocked you, move on. But I'm telling you, you're going to get back together and be together before the end of the year. Brenda, just got a question tonight. I don't know what that is, Lisa. Let me see. Did I miss something? Oh, no cards tonight. Her card. Yeah, that's right. And it was soda. If I said water, it was soda I spilled on it. But yeah, thank you, Brenda. So it's only questions, straight questions, direct questions, not open-ended. Now, Ashley, now if she's been doing good, that's being silly. Be positive, all right? First of all, I should have said it. I do not do fertility readings, nor do I offer medical readings in the live feeds anymore. But honey, if she's been doing good, that's the way to think about it. All right? You just stay on top of her to take care of herself. All right? There you go. Brenda, that's the one. Yes, she did. I thought you asked me that before. Yeah, I feel like she did. The one that was abusing her. I honestly do. And after you've taken all that time, honey, Joy, that's hard to say, because if she has dementia or Alzheimer's, that comes and goes. All right. So she may have a day that she doesn't recognize you, and the next day she embraces you and she'll remember you as a little girl. And the next day she might remember you at that age. So that's hard for me to answer and say it and feel good about it. But honestly, if that's the problem there, if it's dementia or Alzheimer's, their memory is it's unreal the way they forget, and it breaks your heart. And for days we've had that in our family. My grandmother, all right, and my dad I know has dementia, but he's not gotten to that point that he forgets us, thank God. But there's things that he don't remember from, just he's like I am, short-term memory, just in a conversation. But just enjoy each minute that you have now. I know you did, Brenda. I know you did. Well, I always hear, this is Emily said, do you have to buy your own cards or have them gifted to you? Well, my original deck was gifted to me. They told me, oh, they had to be gifted, and I love them. Mikey's claimed them now. Mikey has claimed them now, but he didn't want them to go anywhere. But since then, I've bought my own, because mine are, the ones I get are actually from Russia, and you can't read anything, any of the literature that comes with it. And that's where the woman originally got it. So I order them like this, and I've had good luck with them for the past few years. And I go through, you know how I love my deck, and I go through probably 2 or 3 a year. So unless I do something stupid like this tonight. So I guess it depends on the person, That's all I can say. And this other double deck I have, I bought them. I bought 2 different decks. I liked them, but they needed to be combined. It was like they were calling each other. That's why I combined I combined the 2 together. Oh, thank you. Latanya was talking to Mikey, and he's doing good. Thank you for calling him, Latanya. Damn it, girl, I mean. Congratulations, Lisa. Did I miss something here? Finally found a house. Been packing up and cleaning the last few days. Woohoo, Lisa. God bless you. Congratulations. It's been a long time coming and a lot of anxiety, I know. I'm glad to hear that, honey. Okay, nostalgia girl, you're letting your anxiety take over, honey. You need to just step back now and breathe. Whether you can or not, you need to put yourself into a comfort zone and relax, all right? You know, that stress alone, believe me, if you're talking to this person, they'll feel it too. You've got to relax and not, you just got to relax and let it go for a little bit, all right? Just let it go. And you'll see how the two of you will come back, all right? You know, if you could use an open guidance session, you should message me. 20 minutes is $35, honey, and I could really help you with that. I just need pictures. Okay, now uh, I do not offer medical or fertility readings in the live feed. Okay, he's in the army. I'm reading yours, Carla. He's in the army and college. Ein isn't a very positive person. He's going to do fine. Might not hurt to encourage him to start being more positive, but he's going to do fine. He's in the military. They're going to see to it that he does what he's got to do. I feel like he's a very intelligent guy. He wouldn't be doing both at the same time. I feel like even though he's in the army, he's going to college. I feel with maturity, all right. I feel with maturity, his positivity will turn around, all right. All you can do is say prayers, but I feel like he's going to be fine, all right. Just be positive about him being fine. All right, Shannon Marie. Oh, I answered you, Shannon, in the last one. You will be finding somebody, honey. I wasn't that you. I'm sure it was. I was looking at your icon. Was it here or in the other one? You're going to find a love. Oh, good, Carla, good. Okay, AF. Will my ex reach out and attempt to start a new relationship with me? I really feel that this would happen, but would love to be clarified. Yeah, I feel like you will, but I don't know if that's the right thing to happen. Honestly, I want you to think about why he is your ex and think about the issues on it, no matter whose fault it was, there were reasons for everything to happen the way they did. And can that be, so yes, you get back together, but that doesn't fix what happened. That doesn't mean what caused it won't come up again. And I just feel like it's not the right thing to do. But if you can work things out, I do feel like he is. I feel like he will reach out, but I really don't think that's the right thing. And I'm sorry, I know that's probably not what you wanted to hear. There you go, Carla. I do too. I just feel like with maturity, as he say 20, and that's what I thought. I was really putting him like 21, 22 even. But with as he matures you'll see his turnaround, sweetheart, especially about the positivity. You know, he's at that age right now, and you can tell him all you want. You're right. You tell him that all the time, but they only hear what they want. Lisa Rogers, you won't know until you feel them again. You don't know. You have, for me, when I do it throughout the house, I feel a lightness. But then sometimes we have to do it again. Or they start acting up and we know we have to do it again. Honestly, that's the only way I know. That's the way I've done it. That's the way I was taught. We call it bahud. In Arabic it's called bahud, and it's where we go through the house and we bless the house. And it's smudging. I don't use sage, but what I use is would be considered the same thing, and it works. Joy McCaskill. Yes, sweetheart. Yes, absolutely. And I feel like your friend, she comes around and visits you a few times a week. I feel like there's other people that she I don't feel like she stays with one particular person. Some spirit do, but I feel like she does come around and visit you a couple times a week, honey. Yes, Brenda, question only tonight. My deck of cards, the ones that I was planning on using, I spilled soda all over, and I didn't have time. I didn't even want to go in the other room. I'm doing it in a different room tonight as it is. Get our house built or buy a good used one. Um, Kiki, that's up to you, honey. Now you think about it. What I feel is you're going to find a good used one, and sometimes you look at what you can afford. Look at the best place to start, and this is what my son did. Is they started looking at the new homes and saw how much they were, what it would cost, and in turn, then they started looking for to buy a home that's already been built, and found that they could in turn buy something already built and put the money of all the material and building it into a nicer, bigger home that's already been built, that's up and about. So that's up to you. I feel like you're going to buy one already built. Express Rain. I don't feel like you're going to run into her anytime soon. Honestly, I feel like she may be avoiding you altogether. I don't know what happened, but I just see this thing where she's trying to avoid you. All right, possibly within the next 4 months. I'm telling you, I don't know. I don't know how close they live, but I feel like she's avoiding, almost like to the point that she knows where you may pop up, and she just avoids those places and sees to it that when she's with him, they do as well. Okay. Okay. Madeline. Madeline. I do. I do. Now, if he starts creeping back into the old, you may have to say something, but I do feel like he will. All right, I do. Okay, Lynn Hens, Hershey, 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 Hershey. Um, um, I feel like I feel that's so wishy-washy to say. I feel like he has you our mama, but that's his wife, and until something really happens, something major happens between that she causes, then no, he's not. He's going to try to just and this is where I think you would call, the blinders. I don't know. I think that's what they call them, at least in St. Augustine. It's the only place I've ever seen them. But they have the horse and buggies that you can ride, carriages, and the horses have blinders, right? So they can only see in front of them. They can't see what's going on over here, over there. And I feel like that's what he's got on, blinders. So he can't see what's going on, what she's causing, the kind of trouble. I feel like until something major happens, that it confronts him and he has no choice but to deal with the matter, then he will. Does that make sense? Barbara DeMarc, honey, I'm sorry, and I want everybody to keep her in her prayers. She hasn't seen her grandchildren in 8 years. And Barbara, I feel like you will, sweetheart. Just don't give up hope, all right? I wish I could say when, but honestly, I don't. I feel like the time, what I feel, and I don't feel good with giving. I don't feel good with even giving you a time frame on that, but you will, honey. You just stay positive, sweetheart. I hope things turn around sooner than later. I just feel like it's going to be later. Brenda, um, Brenda, I feel like it will. I feel like you're going to have to, and I don't know. I know you have to, uh, with Medicaid or Medicare, you have to check with them every so often, but I feel like every so many years you're going to have to with them and have it approved um, for long term. Something other than that, but I feel like it will. Yes. All right. Oh, you're most welcome, sweetheart. All right, Kim, you will be fine for the summer, honey. I feel like closer, but this happens to everybody, but this is what I feel. Closer to the holidays, you might have to buckle down a little bit or pinch here and there for yourself to help others in the family for the holidays, but for the summer, I feel like things will be fine. Amanda McDonald, I feel like they will. I feel like they will, honey. You know, I know what the problem is. I don't even want to say it out loud. I know what the problem is. And you will be surprised how many people are actually open to it. And they don't verbally say it, but they're open to it. And I feel like you're going to be totally surprised with your family. All right? Just stay positive and love him. Love him with all your heart, you know? And they either do or they don't. But I feel like you're going to be pleasantly surprised how accepting they are. You're welcome, Kim. Okay, I need everybody to keep Fonda Cheeseman in your prayers. And yes, sweetheart, I feel like you will. Maybe not as soon as you're thinking, but I feel like within a month's time. Just stay on top of everything. Stay on top of all your applications. Go in and check when you have to talk to somebody. Make sure you have sugar on your tongue. I know you've heard me say that, okay? But stay on top of everything. Don't don't let it get don't let it cool off, as my mother said. Stay on it. Keep it hot. Keep it fresh in their minds, okay? All right. All right, Kelly M. I have been debating on whether to answer you or not because I wanted to feel. So, I mean, I've read each time you wrote it. Honey, I honest to God feel like it was an accident. No matter how it fell, no matter how it fell out, I feel like it was an accident. And I may be wrong, but I really feel like it was an accident. I feel like they even botched up however he was found. I feel like they even botched it up and how it was reported. I'm serious. I really honestly feel like it was an accident. All right? I don't feel like everything was written down right so you could see it that way. I just truly, I don't know. There was a lot of mistakes of whoever wrote out the reports and 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 everything. So, but he is around you. I want you to know that he comes around the family, and the energy I feel is there's it's just pure love. So as long as you know that he's crossed over, he's fine. He visits everybody. Um, I think you all just should just let it die. All right, I'm serious because he's fine. He visits. Um, I feel like it was an accident. Send in your family prayers, honey. Oh my gosh. Latanya, thank you so much. Damn it, girl. Donated $5 towards our camera, our equipment. Thank you. Thank you, sweetheart. Okay. Oh, no, you're so right. Autopsy report had a lot of crossed out. Yeah, and there was a lot of things that just wasn't written down right. But just let the family know. I honestly feel from the energy I feel around you that it was an accident. And and I know it's kind of a long, but if anybody in the family would ever want to do a mediumship, it's not like when I do mediumships that I leave the door open and hope whoever you want come through. And if they don't come through, whoever comes through, I'll tell you. That's not. I don't like leaving a door open for anybody. I ask if you have a picture because this is just me. I don't think many mediums do this. I don't invite just anybody into my area. All right? I feel like that's leaving the door open. So I specifically channel one. All right, sometimes there's very, very seldom that they don't come through. I say, okay, let's do it tomorrow, the next day, and they'll come through. All right. But when I say very seldom, I'm talking about a handful out of hundreds. Okay, it's probably much more than that now. But so if anybody would ever want to do mediumship, I do offer that. And when they come through, I talk to them. I tell you, no, they talk to me, show me things. I tell you what they're showing me, what they say. And in turn, I say, okay, I would say, okay, Kelly, he's standing here. Go ahead and talk, and I have you on speakerphone. And in turn, while you're talking or asking, whatever you're doing, I tell you their reaction. I tell you, I try to give you their expression and tell you exactly what they say in turn. I don't know if anybody's in here. I've done quite a few, but I'm not sure if anybody in here has had one with me in the live feed. Thank you so much, Latanya. All right. Now I'm glad I saw you write something. I have a mini coffee cup reading to do for Janice. Oh, here you go. She said, oh, here you go. I've done mediumship for Janice. She says, I recommend having a mediumship done with Chele. I've had one done already and scheduled another one. She's helped me so much. Thank you, Janice. Yeah, we've got one. We've got one coming up tomorrow, I think, or tomorrow or Monday. I can't remember. I don't have my book here. But thank you, sweetheart. Now, she won a mini coffee cup reading. I was supposed to do this last night, and I crashed, to be honest with you. So, with that being said, anybody that's not familiar with coffee cup readings, it's where I take a cup of coffee, I put the grounds in it, I sip it in your behalf, and from there, I sip it in your behalf. And from there, a regular coffee cup, I read everything. All right. And then I read it again to see if there's anything new after I've said something. Because it's sort of like, let me wipe that. It's sort of like a movie to me. Because after I've told you something I see, I turn it around and it's gone. And lots of times I see something else plus numbers. Now, a mini coffee cup, I read 3 or 4 highlights out of it and numbers, okay? And that's what I'm giving. I'm giving Janice tonight. Now, if anybody likes what they see, I do have a special that ends tonight. It's a full coffee cup reading, 3 cards on special for $55, normally $80. And I'm throwing in a 72-hour money boost with this. It's called. So if you're interested, message me in the link, Facebook link below, and set up a time. But it ends tonight. It's throughout the night. So as long as you get it to me, whether I answer you in the morning, it don't matter. If you're interested, message me. All right, Miss Janice, let me see what we got here. Pardon me. All right, the first thing I see is the number 3. Oh, good, Emily. I look forward to it. Okay, the first thing I see is the number 3. Most likely it's a lucky number unless you can fit the 3 somewhere, like 3 days, 3 nights, a birthday, it's your birthday, whatever, but usually it's a lucky number. And this fits you so well. It looks like you're searching, trying to figure out. And it's just confirming what you're doing. Because I see your face looking at me like this, but your eyes are dropped. And you've got this like where, like this. And then I see, with this, I see a side face. And you're doing the same thing and the same thing. So this just tells me, and I know what it is. I know what you're searching. Looking for answers, looking for the papers, if possible. And that's what the mediumship is tomorrow about. See if we could get any answers. All right, now. Wow. All right. This is crazy, but I love it. I see an eyeball, just an eyeball, literally outlined. Like I outline my eyes with the eyeball. And then I see a heart and I see a you. This, I believe with all my heart, is your husband. Because above it is a smiling, it's a face, you know. I can see the cheeks, but he's smiling and I know it's a man. And then underneath it, this is floating down like the eyeball and then a heart and then a U. All right. And when I say a U, it's really a Y, but what else would the Y represent? If you see the I and the U, the I, the heart, and the Y. Let me see what we got. All right. So, with that being said, that's just him letting you know. I'm sorry. All right, now, you have a strong T. We'll find out tomorrow, I guess, but you got a strong T, all right? You have a strong T. Then you have a man. Now, I want you to think about who you had to talk with, all right? About the paperwork, about the insurance, all this. Somebody that begins with a T. I'm asking if it is, because he's got a scour, and it's like he doesn't want to, this, whoever this is, the energy that I feel from it, the look, is he doesn't want to help you. Somebody's like literally giving you a hard time, but I think you know it. Okay, this is a mini coffee cup reading for Janice, my husband's boss, but his name is Carlos. What does his last name? Because this is a strong T. There's no C. A C. Of Carlos Combs. I don't know what this T is. It may be somebody else. You just write it down, keep it in mind, okay? But whoever this is, they're giving you a hard time. And I feel like it's part of, because of where it is on the side and where you are in the bottom, I feel like it's part of what you're searching for. I do see money though. Now, whether it's, I don't know if this is insurance money, but I see, and this is going to be for about 4 months down the road, okay? Maybe a little more, but I see money coming in, like a good little flow of money. So keep that in mind. About 4 months. It might go into 5 months, but that's where I feel. All right. And that could be the insurance money. Now you have you had the number 3 I told you. You have the number 21. I mean, they're right together, the 2 and 1. I don't think it means 2 and 1. I feel like it represents 21. Could it be a close friend of mine? He is more like a son to me. His name is Tyrone. Could it be something to do with him? Well, the look on his face, the look on this guy's face with the strong T, I feel like he's he's not helping you. All right. I don't feel like if you're close to Tyrone, this I feel like this person is deliberately giving you a hard time. And I just went back to it. If you're close to this young man or this Tyrone and everything is good, I don't feel like that's it. But that's a good question. I mean, I'm glad you asked. All right, now, so we got the money. I see you there. I see the strong T. I see the I love you. And the rest is just, that's about it, honey. Um, now I see a strong question mark. So the question mark is coming in. Question mark goes with fish. Fish means money. And this is on the side of where you're looking. As I said, I'm done. I think that's it for this because I would really have to search. As I said that, it's right near your face, just outside of the home. And it's literally a big question mark. And on either side, it's fish. So that's like, where's the money, right? So a friend of my husband's that worked with them and acts different now towards me and our family since my husband got in the accident. His name is Tim, and all right, there you go. I'll bet you any money that makes more sense than Tyrone. Keep him in mind, all right? Now, through everything that goes on from here on out, you have that laying in the back of your mind in case you have to come up with asking him something, you know? That makes sense there. All right, so with that being said, the only other thing I have the 3, the 21, and I have a beautiful 8. In fact, it looked like the 8, it's sideways, and it actually looks like the never-ending, what is that called? Eternal love, all right? But it's an 8. You have 3, 21, and 8. All right, sweetheart, I want to thank you for always supporting us in the live feed, supporting me. All right, and I love you, sweetheart. Thank you so much. And I want to tell everybody thank you for being here tonight. If you're interested in that special, please message me. It ends tonight, all right? The infinity sign, that's it. Thank you, Lisa. Gypsy, everyone had to say goodnight to all. My daughter is having her 8th graduation dance. Yay, love to you all. Good night, Marlu. God bless you. Good night, everybody. I love you. We will see you tomorrow night at 11 p.m. Have a beautiful weekend. Know we love you. God bless you. Genesis, thank you so much, Shell, the infinity sign. You're very welcome. Thank you for always being here for me. I love you. Good night, darling. Give Mikey my love. I definitely will. Good night. Good night, Anna. Lisa. Good night, everybody. Good night. Good night. Good night. Damn it, girl. Good night. Brenda, thank you for your help. I love you all. Good night, everybody.